Thanks for joining us. I want to share a journey of discovery with you. Welcome to Barnwell Manor in Northamptonshire, home to Windsor House Antiques. This Grade II 18th century manor house is a house with a big difference. Underneath the stone Collyweston roof, with its three gabled front elevation of 40 rooms, each room is packed full of fine art and antiques, and it's all for sale. Everywhere I look, there are treasures from all over the globe. Beautifully crafted objects by masters and makers who have spent a lifetime honing their skills. Clearly, at the top of their game. Exotic, delicate, mechanical. Being able to touch pieces like this 18th century fruitwood lowboy certainly bring history alive. You can understand the narrative of the maker. There are many examples of regional furniture here. This is one that I particularly like. It's had years, in fact centuries, of a well-used and well-loved life. Look at all the signs. It's been beautifully polished and looked after. It has the most wonderful patina. You want to pick this up and caress it and never put it down. And that's fine, you can do that as long as you pay for it. These beautiful objects have stood the test of time and can still be used for their function today. A great legacy to the maker. So, hang the mirrors on the wall, add a touch of interior design. The detail in the mixed metals will make your dinner guests gravitate towards this conversation starter. What a centerpiece. And turn off the lights and light the candelabra. Create a romantic room setting. Now, I've picked out this pair of night tables because they are possibly one of the best pair I have come across. They are so typically French in style and design, circa 1880. They are kingwood with the most wonderful, beautiful inlaid marquetry. Detail is exceptional on this little pair, with additional penwork on the tray tops. But as you can see, both have a little drawer at the top, and behind the faux leather spine, little tiny cupboard. I think these would grace any bedroom. They would create perfect symmetry. Today we use them as bedside tables, but they have faded because of their age to the most wonderful, subtle, warm honey colour. And there's additional penwork detail at the top as well. And I think you'll really struggle to find a better pair. No matter what size your garden, there are objects here that will enhance that space, with natural materials giving texture, surface, and a touch of excitement. Objects on a grand scale that will create theatre, softened by the elements over the years. Historical pieces that can be enjoyed by friends and family, outside as well as inside the home. Just a stroll away from the main house on the estate is the bothy, an outbuilding, and it's situated near the stables and the workshops, where some pieces get the TLC they deserve. Now this is right up my street. Vernacular furniture, or regional furniture if you like, because it all has its own identity. Pieces like this, beautifully crafted by artisans over the centuries, and they've certainly stood the test of time. They're useful, practical and decorative. They're going to prove to be a great investment and a useful addition to the home. They're all here at Windsor House Antiques. As my journey continues, my eyes wander towards materials that play whimsically with natural light and shade, giving you inspiration on where to place these unique pieces in your own beautiful home. Now, this little piece is dear to my heart. It's a well-figured George III oak salt box, but it's got an air of sophistication to it. It really does sort of classify as a piece of vernacular furniture. It belongs in a small house in the kitchen. It would have been well used as well. Here, if I lift the lid to show you, this section would have been full of salt, and you grab a handful and you salt your fish or your meat. Looking at the grain here, you can see it's a straight grain at the sides and at the back, but at the front, the joiner has chosen to use quarter sawn pieces where you see the medullary ray running right through the grain. These are fisheries, these are little pieces of sap, sugars, starches which help to feed the tree to make it grow. And I like that, it's decorative, it's something different to look at. It's got a little drawer at the bottom. And you can see it's missing a little bit of cross-banding, but for me, I like that. It's original, it's honest, it's had no restoration, and it shows it's had a well-used and well-loved life. This piece is certainly a showstopper. It's an early 18th century walnut tallboy, a chest on chest. It's casement furniture to store clothes. There's one chest here on top of another. It's got a lovely cavetto cornice, so the cornice goes in rather than out. And that's a sign of an early example. It has 9 drawers, separated by a brushing slide. So you can pull the slide out, you can put your clothes on it and brush the dust off. But not a lot of dust will get in this example because the drawers, in fact, close on to the frame itself. They're winged drawers. This hasn't been altered since the day it was made, and I can tell by opening a drawer. And I'm a sucker for doing that, looking for holes on the inside. So these handles have been on this piece since the day it was made. It's a statement piece and it's there to be enjoyed, and it sits well on its original well-figured bracket feet. Look at that. The whole of this is just the sun rising in the morning. It puts a smile on your face. And I've also found these, a decorative lamp base, which I could see with an oversized shade used in the home office as a task lamp with a laptop underneath. Bedroom, bathroom, hallway, open up any room with a taste of 1950s chic with this large period mirror. And there to greet you at your front door, a stick stand like no other. If you've got a bit of time on your hands, why not make an appointment to visit Windsor House Antiques? Check the website for further details. As regards colour and patina, this is possibly the best I've come across. It's an English chest of drawers. George III, circa 1750s, 1780. Cuban mahogany, but it's been cross-cut and it's been quarter sawn, so it shows all of this wonderful variegated hue, this flame curl, and it's known as a flame curl. It's like the fire is here. Let's say it's mid-18th century, and I tell you what, you're going to get another century and a half out of it for your investment. Your kids and their kids will also inherit it and enjoy it, and it will still be practical. It really is quite superb. It stands so well. It's got an energy to it, it's got a dynamic, it's got the right proportions. It stands beautifully on these wonderful OG bracket feet. They're not flat, but they're proud, and they have this wonderful mould which sweeps out, known as the OG mould. Well, that's what you get on the feet. It's an architectural detail that's not necessary, but boy, does it finish this piece off. Now that's a Georgian sofa. Considering it's a period piece, it's incredibly stylish. This sofa opens up a complete new design choice, and this is just one of many original sofas here to suit your taste. If it's sets of dining chairs you're looking for, there's plenty to choose from here at Windsor House Antiques. This is just one example. This set of 6 chairs with 2 carvers at either end are mid to late Victorian, but if you look closely at the fine, crisp carving on the crestings, you can see they follow and they echo the styles of the great master himself, Thomas Chippendale, and they've been upholstered in a wonderful deep green leather, a lovely soft, supple calfskin. And they are jolly comfortable. Time to reflect on everything I've seen so far. Out of all the partners' desks and pedestal desks on the website, I've picked this one out because it's rather imposing, it's on a grand scale, and it deserves a drawing room of this size, or at least somewhere in an industrial setting. You can see it's had years of use, can't you? And the amount of work and industry that's taken place on this surface, this inset leather writing surface, it just shows because it's so well worn, it's discoloured, it's got that faded country house look, which is what I like. That's why I picked it out, because sitting here you feel quite empowered and it's a portal into the past. This is Georgian, this is sort of 1820, 1830, and I love the fact that the mahogany has got a naturally aged surface, you know, it's its original colour, which has just faded over the years. I wouldn't do anything to this writing surface. Maybe if it starts to get brittle and dry in the future, feed it, just feed the leather. But for me, that's the look I want, and that's the look everybody wants right now. Practical, decorative and functional, and jolly comfortable. A pair of matching chairs here at Windsor House Antiques. I do love this wonderful herringbone plum fabric. This has been upholstered in-house. This is part of the service here. Something from the past and making it work in the 21st century. Here at Windsor House Antiques, there's a vast collection of fabrics, rolls and rolls of the stuff, from historic patterns right through to contemporary, everything to suit the modern interior designer. So you can keep history alive, you can update it, you can bring something from the early 20th century into the 21st century, colours of your choice. Well, I've certainly enjoyed my time here at Windsor House Antiques, and I hope you have too. And the wonderful selection we've picked out today to look at from this remarkable setting. Please do check out the website for more details and the best possible prices, and continue your journey of discovery with us here at Windsor House Antiques. Links to the website you can find below, where you can arrange appointments to visit and get hands-on. So, see you again soon.